All right, nice. I just wanted to check to make sure that I was getting sound in the stream live. So now we're ready to get going. Alrighty, for real, this time we're actually playing Rust on console. Yeah, sorry for the one guy who was watching yesterday. Thank you for trying and bear with me. But yeah, I tried about every fix I could think to find and try to use. And in the end, what worked was just literally shutting everything off and turning it back on and repairing it all. And then I got a working stream last night, so, and it seems like it's working fine now. I just did a test, I could hear it on the stream, so now we should be good. Let's get into console edition of Rust. So this will be my first legitimate stream on the channel. I really wanted to start this like a few months ago, but things got busy. I had other stuff going on, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do a good job. The other videos I put on the channel were kind of rushed, and they haven't been all that great so far either. So I just took a break for a few months because I wanted to actually try to do things right and put real effort and energy and quality into it. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. As I go, I'm going to upgrade what I need to upgrade, improve things to try to put some real entertaining stuff out for this channel. So yeah, today will be console Rust, just because I know it's running well and I enjoy it for whatever reason. But there'll be plenty of other games I'll be playing too. Obviously, anyone who decides to watch and has suggestions, I'll always be glad to take those and try some different things people want to see. But some stuff I plan to do, most likely Subnautica. It's one of my favorites ever, and it's more of just a pure survival game than this one. Some story games I love, maybe the Spider-Man games or God of War. Those are sick. At some point, we'll have to see if people watch and are at all interested in seeing an older game like Middle-earth: Shadow of War. That's one of my favorites ever too. So I might go back into that because I've gone back to play it on my own a bunch. So that might be a fun one to live stream. But again, that'll be if people are interested. So for Rust, I was here yesterday and sort of started playing, but the stream wasn't going great because the visual was going through, but none of the audio was at all, which is an issue. So I had to stop. Let me just, sorry, real quick, just currently turning off the monitor playback in my headphones because it's on a delay and it's starting to throw me off hearing the echo of my voice, so I'm cutting that down for now, but it looks like everything's still good, so audio should still be fine. So yeah, yesterday with this game we kind of did a little introduction to how the game works. The general idea is it's like most survival games. You start with nothing. Here's me. There's my little figure. You don't really choose your avatars. You get what they give you. Yeah, you start with basically nothing. In Rust, you call this a naked, somebody with no other clothes other than just that default look there. And you start with like a rock and a torch. You have to start gathering resources, try to build yourself a base, try to get established. Meanwhile, there are other people who are probably trying to take what you have. So it's kind of a mix of like a traditional survival game, but with a lot of like PvP, which makes it a little intense, a little fun. But yeah, it's one that can be a blast, especially to play with like friends and other people that you know, or if you meet people in the game who are decent enough and you have enough fun playing with them, you can have a lot of fun doing things that way. as a solo like I do, it's fun, but it could be tough sometimes just because you have to do like everything yourself, and anything that you lose feels a little bit more tough because you had to grind to get it all. I kind of, my board game explanation, because I'm old, is that this kind of game, Rust, like if you lose in this game, it's a lot closer to like in board games, like losing in Monopoly, or a long game of Risk or Catan or something, where you've spent a long time and built a lot up, and then to lose it all can feel a bit more tough than like Uno or something, or like something that's quicker and you don't put a lot of energy into, or effort. This, you do have to put effort and energy into it. So when and if things go poorly, it can lend people to be a bit more salty. So my advice for anyone who's getting into this game is try to avoid getting super attached to loot and resources and stuff, because one way or another, whether it's to other players who come and raid you, or just at the end of the month on a monthly server, or the end of a week on a weekly server, all your stuff is gone anyways. So try not to be super bummed out when you lose things. The best way to approach a game like this is try to use what you have while you have it and while you're on, and just try to have fun and enjoy being online when you get the chance to play, because anytime you log back on, your stuff could be gone. Like, I wasn't sure if my little base I'm in here was going to still be standing. I think I'm lucky because there's not really anything valuable in here. It's just a little shitty starting cube, but as far as I knew, it could have been gone, So that's kind of my advice for anyone new to the game. Try not to get super attached, and try to just enjoy what you have. Campfire trick. I talked about that little campfire trick I just did in my my regular video that's coming to YouTube. It's gonna come out tomorrow morning. I explained why I put a campfire by the front door there. So if anybody starts watching and wants to know why I did that, I'm happy to explain it now. But if not, if somebody watches this later on, you'll get the explanation tomorrow in a more concise way than like a live stream. The video I'm doing tomorrow is taken from like 20 hours or something across a few different days when I was playing a while ago, but it's like a 25-minute video, so it's kind of just highlights some funny moments, some stupid mistakes I made, and some raiding and PvP stuff. So it's kind of a fun mix. So that video will be a little more concise. Right now, what I want to do is just gather some more resources to help me kind of expand my base a little, and make a nice safe spot for me. And eventually I gotta get a furnace so I can melt some of this metal down and make a stronger door. Yeah, see, yesterday I was getting no sound, not even just like from the microphone, but I wasn't even getting sound from the game. Which is a bummer, especially for Rust, because I think their sound design is really satisfying. A lot of it sounds really crisp. I feel like that's part of like one of the small things that makes this game feel a little addicting at times. It's just because I don't know, a lot of the sounds are satisfying, so it feels nice to do some of the stuff, especially the headshot sound in a fight. That's a really satisfying sound. Yeah, these mini games are nice to help you mine things faster. But once in a while, you'll get a glitch for the tree one, or at least I still do, where sometimes it'll just not appear, or it'll be like inside the texture of the tree, so you can't really see it. So that kind of happens sometimes. Oh, you know what I need to do? I keep forgetting. Is I need to get some cloth so I can put a sleeping bag down. Sleeping bags basically let you respawn, and they also help you locate where your base and stuff is, like on the map. Like right now, I'm not 100% sure which square I'm in, because I haven't been smart enough to check. That usually I keep an eye on those kind of things, but I'm new to talking while I'm doing it, so I'm easily distracted. But yeah, I once I get a bag down, it'll be easy to see where you're at and to help you kind of know where you are in relation to things. But yeah, that big round thing, not the sun, but the thing under it, that's like a spherical oil container, I guess. It's a monument called Dome in this game. And that's a good spot to go to get some resources, because you can, as long as you have like a full outfit of clothes, you won't take much for radiation damage, and you'll be able to climb up to get some good stuff at the top once the good loot boxes spawn up there. But like any of the monuments like that in the game, it can be contested, so you do have to be careful. But alright, I think I've got enough that I'll be able to expand my base pretty good. Also, this is nice. I'm just gonna eat this. Sometimes you definitely at some point want to get enough food to like save, so you have a reserve. But for now, I don't even have full health and stuff yet, so I don't mind just eating it for now. Alright, I need like 16 more cloth to make a sleeping bag, so I can't do that yet. But I think I'm gonna start trying to expand my base a little. Can't afford it. Wait, oh wait, was I dumb? I didn't take my other stuff, did I? I didn't. All right. Well, yeah, it's important to remember. You need resources to build things. All right. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. This might work. I don't know if it'll let me build stuff on some of these. Oh, it will. Maybe not there. Oh, it does. This game is incredible. This game is something. All right. Okay. All right. I didn't think that would work at all. All right. Yeah, it's nice in this game. You can just build through a fucking mountain. All right. I was expecting to be able to do that. All right. Oh, I messed that up. Boom. 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 Nice. Alright, we're getting towards a more secure bit. God damn, you really can't see shit at night in Rust, huh? A lot of survival games are like that, but man, I forget how bad it gets in this one. Alright. Yeah, so like a lot of games like this, sometimes if you have, like once you have furnaces and can start melting down things like the metal ore, like this, or sulfur, those are things that are good to do at night, because sometimes it's just so dark, there's not a lot you can do. So you're kind of in a little bit of a waiting period. So that's sometimes what I'll try to do, is just save some of those things for the nighttime. Right now, I can build an outer door and a lock. I'm gonna make a new campfire closer to that door once it's light up. All right. I make one of these, and then once I place it, I'll light it just so I can kind of see what I'm doing when I build the rest of my little setup here. But I'm gonna probably make at least like one more little doorway here. Maybe can do a second one. Might do a little double airlock thing. I mean, the general idea, I mean, is more doors between the front of your base and where your loot and stuff is generally better, but this is a really small, simple starter base, so I mean, this not like it's gonna do all that much. But still, general idea for Rust is try to make things as, oh god damn it, I pushed the wrong button to place it. Make things as tough for raiders as you can, but you also have to keep in mind, so at some point though, if you can put like 20 doors, but if you don't have any extra walls like to honeycomb or block the outer parts of your base, eventually it'll just be easier to go through the wall, so that's what people will do. So there is also that, but still. Alright, let's see. For now, I'm going to leave this part open, just give a little extra room right here. But that, I'm happy to have. So now this is, you'd call this an airlock, which is basically like 2 doors right on the outside of the base. So like if your outer door, basically if you open that and you get killed, you'll still have an inner door like closed that'll block people from getting to your main base. Definitely a bit helpful. Oh, so yeah, it's funny. I'm forgetting some of the things that I wanted to say from yesterday because I was saying them, but nobody was hearing them, so the audio didn't go through. But yeah, the reason I'm using key locks on things as a solo player, if you don't know the game, is because even though you think, oh, well, you need to make a key, what happens if you die and then you drop the key? You don't ever actually need to make a key if you're the one that places the lock. So see, this is locked with a key lock here. And I can just open it and close it at free, you know, like I don't have a key on me. So yeah, that's why key locks are good for solos, because nobody else can get in the base without like blowing up the door or something. A code lock is still fine, that's good for groups and stuff, but it is still technically possible for people to guess your code, so you know. Key locks are better for solo, but you know the flip side of that is it is kind of like a how to spot a solo player thing. You know, like somebody sees that a base has key locks on it, it's most likely a solo base. So you know, if it looks like a base that's built up a bit, they might see you as a target. You know, so it's always a give and take. But yeah, so yeah, I'm getting cold levels because I'm in the desert, so it's warm and hot in the day. So if you're trying to do like resource gathering and stuff in the desert during the daytime, you don't want to wear too much in the way of clothes because you'll overheat. But at night it gets really cold in the desert, so you want to wear very little. Well, I mean, you want to wear more clothes. Sorry, I was getting things flipped around. Yeah, you want to wear more clothes at night, or have like a campfire like this. But I don't want to keep burning that too much, but I do have a decent bit of wood here. Another little tip is make sure you save your charcoal. That eventually is going to get used with sulfur when you melt it down to make like gunpowder and just any kind of explosives you want to make. You're going to need to have gunpowder, so sulfur, charcoal, those are good things to keep for sure. Take a look at it. Pretty soon the sun should be coming back up in this game, and then I'll be able to just head out and go try to find some more cloth, and then make sure I get a sleeping bag established, and then I'll at least have a start, and then maybe see about getting clothing, trying to run the dome, or trying to gather some other stuff. I'm trying to remember. It's been forever. I think like 7 a.m. or so is when the sun really starts coming back. Yeah, I think I'm good. Ish. Yeah, You know, by the time I find something to do, it'll be up. Yeah, near me, the gas station is another. It's like another monument that's like they're highly contested. There's good stuff you can get there, but everybody knows that, so everybody's trying to go and quickly get that stuff. So depending on your timing, you might have a bit more conflict there, which is something I like about this game, that it forces you kind of in areas like that to have to deal with the other players. So why it's as much as it is a survival game in a lot of ways, it's also very much a PvP game for that type of stuff. Cactuses are not the best for cloth and stuff, but they're okay. Plus they give you a little bit of food, so this isn't too bad of a spot. Might chop this tree down. Be good to get a bit more wood after I've used a ton of it. So the reason I have that big cabinet thing. Oh shit! I'm getting shot. That sounds like explosive ammo. Somebody using explosive ammo on me? Then in that case, I'm better off not going to my base. Because I don't want them to see that my base is easy to raid. It's just got little shitty wooden doors. God damn it. That's the thing. Sometimes it's like you gotta know if you're most likely gonna die or somebody's looking to get you. Don't go running straight after your base sometimes, because people will be able to follow you, and then they'll know that that's where you're at. So if they think you're a target, now they know where you live, and they could come try to raid you. That dude either hasn't put an outer door on his base yet, or that was a base that might have been raided or something, or attempted to have been raided. Not sure what to make of that. Maybe it's a build in progress, or it's a build that's been abandoned. So that's part. So the tool cupboard thing I mentioned, that is actually a good redirect back to the point I was about to make. Is the reason you put stuff in there is that's what keeps your base from decaying. So if you have a base made from wood, stone, and metal, you need all three of those things to a certain amount in your tool cupboard to keep it from decaying. The reason bases decay is basically just to keep the landscape from getting super junked up. Like sometimes people are playing and they stay on a lot, and they're on a server every day and it works out well, but other times not so much. People will play on a server for a few days or a week or something, then they won't come back to it, but their base is still standing if they haven't been raided yet or something. It's a way to help make sure that raided bases, and I don't know what just hit me, but I'm probably gonna die. Raided bases and stuff like that just don't keep scattering the whole landscape and making the game have to render more and more junk, you know? It's a way to kind of prevent that from happening. I almost just grabbed my microphone like it was a water bottle. Something else I'll have to take a look at now that I know I do have audio, and that's good. I'll have to check levels and stuff too. So I'm going to play some of this back later to see if the game is insanely quiet and I'm insanely loud. Definitely want to balance it better, you know, if that's going on. But for now, I'm just happy to actually have sound. Oh, so I think in the background I can hear a helicopter. Okay, so the big green one usually just drops like a really special kind of loot drop, and then everybody's gonna fight over. But there's a smaller gray one that's like an attack one that'll gun you down if you have any kind of weapons on you. Even if you're like me, where your only weapon is like a hatchet, they'll still come at you. So you gotta be careful for those. If you get in like a big clan and stuff, you have like a big clan base or something with actual weapons and explosives, people will try to take those things down. Will actually shoot at it to get it to come over to them, and then they'll go and fight it and bring it down, and it has some nice loot. But usually me as a solo, that's not what I'm looking to do. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, when you're near a campfire like that, you can heal up to a certain point. So I'm gonna do that and let my health come back up a little. Oh. Yeah, I'm hoping pretty soon. I before the day is done, I want to do a run on the dome, which is a fun monument to run because it's a bit of parkour. It's also a little high stakes because if you mess it up once, you're done and all your stuff is gone. I mean, now there's a big crate there, so I don't know if I'll be able to get up there in time to get that. Plus, I don't have guns, so the dude that was shooting me with explosive rounds will probably be able to get there first, anyways, and would kill me. But still, sometimes you can get some good some good fights in there if you have stuff and you're not too outmatched or nothing. I've gotten a couple of fun fights at the dome in this game, where I was doing one where I had got the crates at the top, then was going back down, and somebody else was coming up, so I was shooting down at him with a crossbow, and he was trying to shoot at me with whatever he had. But that was a fun one. Had one where there's like a big railing you have to like tightrope on in the outside of the dome, and I was coming one way and another dude was coming around the other way. We were both like suspended on this balance beam trying to shoot at each other. I think it was like bows, I think. So it was, I had like a crossbow, he had like a regular bow, so we like missed a couple times. It was one of the more intense fights I've had, even though it was relatively low stakes, but yeah, that's a fun monument. Don't get as much loot there as other ones, but still, it's a fun one to go to. And it's less involved. You don't need to do like puzzles or key cards like a lot of the other like big monuments need you to do. So it is a little more simple, but. At this point, I'm pretty close to the cloth that I needed. If there are like some cacti, I think. If there are cacti around, I should just try to chop some of these up and get enough cloth. Maybe don't step on them though. I think with this one, I'll be good. I'll have at least enough cloth for a sleeping bag. Then I'll start venturing to like the gas station and a couple other small spots to try to find some components and some other things. See if I get lucky with something good, and hopefully build up to get enough where I can go make a run at the dome. God damn! Well, I'm not able to hit it, but. Forgot some of the weird shit with the cactuses in this game. This is why I don't do the desert that much. Like, it was too far away to hit it, but it was hitting me. Alright. God damn. Dude, I'm talking about the PvP. You have to PvP a cactus just to get some cloth. Alright. Yeah, no, I haven't done the dome run in a while, so I'm half expecting I'm just gonna fall horrifically. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'll probably laugh if it does. But first, let's make a sleeping bag. Oh, I had enough already. Oh, why did I think I need 50? I don't know. Alright, well, I've got one. Munch. I don't know, put this right here, so whenever I come back, this will kind of be the room I spawn in. for now. And then let me see what's nearby. Probably the gas station is probably the best best nearby spot. Try to find some resources. Plus, actually, it has a recycler, so I could take like this that I don't really need right now. See, this, and honestly, even this for now, because it gives me more cloth and rope and stuff, and I can recycle those to get better components, like metal fragments to try to build a door and stuff. That's basically the two ways you can get metal in the game. Are you get them from components that you recycle at places like the gas station or bandit camp or somewhere, or you get a furnace and then you get the raw like metal ore and you smelt that down. If you find enough like components and stuff and can quickly recycle them, that's obviously the fastest way, but that requires a bit of luck and going to areas that are probably contested, so that can be hit or miss. We also just don't. Oh, well, alright, I was being stupid. I do actually want to put the regular cloth away, because if I lose that, that'd just be stupid, because that's not gonna. I can't recycle regular cloth into anything. That's like the smallest that it gets in terms of resources. Like, you can recycle the sewing kit right into cloth and rope, and then you could recycle rope into cloth, but you can't get any smaller than cloth. So that's like the raw material I want to just leave there, but the rest I want to bring in and recycle. Maybe should have made a spear or something though, but nah. I feel like if the dude with the gun is there, a spear isn't gonna do that much more than a hatchet would for me. I'll just get massacred, so you know, why make that for now? Just gonna hope I get lucky. Stone, nice. I can't remember where the dude that shot me was. I think it was over by the power lines. Yeah, I think it was over by power lines where I got shot at. But I could also work in some of this stuff. See, there are usually like some barrels, boxes, and crates here. And right now I'm seeing some, so it hasn't recently been gone through yet. Or at least this part hasn't. That's good. Good. Nice. Ooh, good. This is a big box. Now that's like a gun component. Sometimes those are good to save to build guns and stuff, but right now, I'm so early on, I think I'm better suited. Did I hear a person? I think it was just me eating. Sorry, I think I'm better suited just trying to get what I can from the recycler. Just get the components and stuff. I mean the raw materials. More to get my water is good, but my food and health are both due to come up a bit, so that'll only help me. Ooh, green card's good. That'll help you run some of the smaller monuments. Dome you don't need a card for at all, but like the green card is good for like the harbor ones and sewer, I believe. Yes, sewer is one, and maybe satellite. It's been a little while. Those are like wolves over there, so yeah, sometimes the animal life can mess you up too. I've had a couple situations like that where everything's going good, you got a good plan, you know you're avoiding people that you don't want to get into a fight with at a moment, and you're ready to make a run to do something, and it's like a boar or a wolf or like a bear comes over and ruins your whole little plan. So that's a part of it too that can be annoying at times, but also fun. But if I had a bow though, hunting some of those animals for like the animal fat is good, because you can use that to make like low grade fuel, which is what I'm going to use to build a furnace at some point. It's not the worst thing to see that there are animals in the area. I just don't want them to come at me right now. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm this raw. It's funny, every new server is all looks different, so it's like you got to get used to the area that you're at. Eventually I'll get used to which part of this weird rock I'm on, so I'll know how to quickly get to that side, but right now I'm still kind of getting used to it. Alright, that's good. That actually should be enough clothing that I can make a dome run. That's a really weird way of organizing that, but oh, I forgot the god damn it. Well, maybe it's a sign that I should keep it and wait to build better clothes once I have more stuff later on. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more scavenging, and then I can probably build enough clothing to do a dome run. I just want to build like a bow or something, just to have a better, like some sort of a weapon to bring with me. Near the dome is the supermarket, but they're like right next to each other. I'll try the quarry. Oh, speaking of the quarry, that'd be a game to go and play through if you ever played that game. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of that at some point. Oh, I was basically not looking at the webcam. I was like heading for a rock. So kind of adjust it a little bit now. I'll find a perfect camera spot soon, but it's on like an adjustable arm thing right now, so it's kind of back and forth a bit. Is this one that has radiation? I hope not. Oh, here we go. A wetsuit. That actually might be enough anti-radiation for the dome. I think you only need like 10. This is 15, so I might be in good shape. Oh, I was also stupid and should have put the green card away. See, I'm just not thinking things through as much as I usually do, because I'm half thinking about the game and half thinking about what I want to say about the game. So that's something I gotta get a little better with, because I should have left the green card in my base, because that's something valuable that you might not want to lose on a generic scavenging run if you're not going to use it. More rock by the rotten stone. Oh yeah, see, I almost missed it. Yeah, see, I got the too hot thing flashed at the bottom of the screen because I'm wearing the wetsuit that helps a little bit with the temperature. See, cold plus 30, like it helps prevent against you being cold, but it also makes you warmer. So then when you start doing something actively, like like harvesting resources or something, you get hot and eventually you lose health over time. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the tribulations of building in the desert, you know. I think I've got enough stone now. I should be able to upgrade the rest of what I need to upgrade. So that's good. The fuse is something else actually that's good to go with the green card, because most places where you need to use a green card, you also need a fuse to power the box. Most of those types of monuments have a little puzzle you got to do, and that's a big part of it. So it's good to have both of those. Stone, stone, stone. I think that was it, right? Stone, 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 stone. Yeah, I didn't actually have that much to upgrade. I don't know why the bigger ones need to be on top, but they do. So my brain doesn't work if they aren't. So it's the way that they are. Oh, I almost forgot. Actually, I do have the anti-radiation pills. I could even go up there with nothing. Maybe I'll bring those with me when I do the dome run. I want a little bit more first. I want to be able to make like some sort of a ranged weapon. I don't have access to too many because I haven't learned blueprints, and I don't have like a workbench yet, but I can make like a regular bow. At least a regular bow would probably be good. Actually, can I do that? No, I can. Yeah. Now that I have some clothing, I want to do it this way. Regular bow. Yeah. Alright, let's use some good arrows. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Honestly, between that and just in case I actually do need them, I'll bring these. I usually don't use those much anyway, so I don't know. Like, I know you can trade them at bandit camp, but I'm probably not making a run to that right now, so I might as well just pop those in the inventory here. Yeah. Alright then, yeah, in that case, let's try to run up to the dome now. The only problem is I think that box thing, if somebody's trying to get the locked crate, it takes a bit of time, so somebody might be up there trying to defend it. But if not, that'd actually be a sweet grab, so it's worth trying to run and get it. Unless I hear definitive gunfire, then I know I'm screwed if I try to do it. But so I'm getting quiet, just listening for other footsteps. Yeah, right now I'm monitoring it, like listening to the game through the Streamlabs, and it's actually working pretty good. I wasn't sure if it would or not, but why did that thing run? Somebody after it, or did it just run because it's just felt like running? Let's hope it just felt like running. Let's hope I'm not about to get sniped as I try to climb this thing. So yeah, if I don't mess it up, and if nobody kills me along the way, you'll see how to do the parkour if you haven't done it before. Oh, this is not a good start. This is not a good start. I'm going off the side. Ooh, let me get this little box. minute since I've done this, huh? Since I've messed up the big pipe, I'm going extra slow on this just because I'm really trying not to mess this up. I haven't done it in a while, and I'm suddenly really feeling the pressure. See, are there? So, the smaller... Oh, yep, there's somebody. Fuck. I'm like looking around, I'm like, well, the smaller crates are gone, so somebody might be in there. I'm fucking blasted. Yeah. And that is the solo experience. Usually getting hit by somebody, half the time you don't even know where they are. And then there goes your stuff. But again, that's why I usually try to go when it seems like it's not contested. But that one, I pretty much expected there was probably going to be a dude there just because there's the big crate. So that guy is trying to lock down the dome to keep anybody else from coming up to get the supplies in the big crate, the big green one. That, like, once you go and click on it, you can't just take what's in it. You have to wait like 15 minutes or so before you can get the stuff. So that's what he's doing. He's guarding that area. And the bear walking outside of my base. Now I'm kind of bummed out. Oh shit! I looked away. This ain't going good. I didn't think he saw me. I was looking away. I look back and he's just raw right at me. Oh god. Oh. Yeah. You can hear it breathing still. Yeah, I kind of wish I had the bow still there, because I could have tried to sit up near my base and shoot at him from a distance, you know. But that's alright. I'm not too far away. Maybe I can make a run in the... So now what I'm doing, since I spawned in a random spot, maybe I'll try to make a run at the lighthouse, see if I can get some stuff there without getting blasted again, and see if I can run back through the desert to get to my base. Maybe hit the gas station on the way. Try to see what I can get. This game. But yeah, that's this game. You go to try to grab some stuff, get blasted by a dude you didn't even see, spawn at your base, and there's a bear walking around. Like, sometimes that's just the way this game goes, so try not to sweat it, you know. That bear jump scare was legit, though. I legit, like, jumped in my chair when that thing turned around right at me. Oh, man. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're sleeping in an area, like you go offline or you log out or something in an area where you're not safe, like inside your base or something, then people can just come and take stuff from the inventory. So I'm sure that's what happened to that dude. Nice. There you go. Got a hat. Ooh, red barrels are good for getting like low grade fuel, and then you get the like crude oil. So you need to find like an oil refinery to turn this into a bunch of that. But it is good to get. But plus you do get some of the low grade. I think I need like 50 low grade to just get a regular furnace. So I'm gonna try to see, now that I'm getting some of those barrels, if I can start that process. Because then I'll be able to just build a smelter in my base, and I'll be able to get some regular metal scraps from the raw stuff that I have. But I'll also probably get some components I can recycle while I'm here. The lighthouses do have recyclers too, so pretty much if I can complete this little run and get back to my base alive, I'll have enough to make at least a one like metal door to keep my base fairly secure, more so than it is now, which will be a good good goal for right now. Love the echo. Alright. That's the recycler, but there should be usually more stuff up top, so I'm going to try to just climb all the way up, see if there are boxes and stuff here, and then bring anything I find that I want to recycle back down to the recycler on my way out. Sadly, there's no option to do the Assassin's Creed dive from the top of this thing. You know, I mean, you can do it, but you're not gonna survive. Like sometimes, is there something here? Is there a little? Yeah, sometimes I've seen stuff there. I don't know if it still spawns in there or not, or how that works. But I try to check that thing because sometimes you might actually find something there. That one, not so much. Oh, somebody called it an airdrop. Yeah, you can find flares to that you put down, and it'll call in a plane that'll drop you in like a little airdrop box, which is nice. But it also tells everyone that's online on the server, hey, this guy's dropping in a thing here, so people might try to come and contest you. Plus, if you drop it right at your base, now anybody that's trying to scope out the airdrop sees, hey, there's a base here, you know. So you know, it's like anything, and you want to try to get better stuff. It's opening you up to conflict with other players. That's a lot of how most of this game goes. Like here, at any moment, could get somebody trying to come and duke it out with me in the lighthouse, like Defoe and Pattinson, you know. But you know, bad luck to kill seabirds, right? These are a lot of things that are useful to use for other stuff, but for right now I'm just trying to get what I can for raw materials to get my base secure first. Oh yeah, see with this, when I get the rest of this stuff back to the base, as long as I don't die on the way, I'll definitely be able to build a sheet metal door, and that'll keep me fairly secure. Plus now I got enough cloth for another bow. Again, as long as I don't die on the way back. Damn, I kind of gotta go through the dome. No, I don't gotta go through dome to get to me. I'm before the dome. Okay. Trying to figure out the lay of the land that I gotta deal with on my way back. I'm a little bummed out I didn't get to try the parkour, because I was actually wondering if I'd be able to do it or if I'd just mess it up. I was half expecting I was probably gonna mess the parkour up, but maybe that guy actually saved me from failing at climbing, you know. Alright. See if I can get lucky at the gas station, maybe. I mean, at this point, it's like, it's kind of one of those things where I know I have good stuff, so it's like if you make it straight back to base, you're safe and you can put your stuff away, build the door, you've made a good run. But it's like, you kind of gotta, sometimes you just gotta risk it. You gotta risk it to try to get as much as you can while you're on a good run. So I feel like I might have to just try to check out the gas station. was quiet when I was there last time, so it might be quiet again if I make it there, if there's not somebody coming out of this thing that's gonna blast me or something. But I feel like that's what I gotta try to do. Yeah, I mean, looks like this isn't... That thing was raided at some point earlier. Yeah. Alright. Oh, the thing I'm doing where I can look around while I'm breaking stuff is like a, I can't remember, I think it might just call it a look around feature. I can't remember what they call it, but that's something you do have to enable, I believe, unless they've changed that to a default setting since I started playing forever ago. But yeah, that's something you might have to look at in settings. But yeah, I have it set so while you're doing something, you hold L1 and can move your head around. Either like it's like a head turn or head look or something, I think they call it. So you can look around you a bit while you're harvesting resources. I think for the most part, people can't tell that you're doing it. So it's kind of a way you can almost sort of play dumb and make it look like you're not paying attention. But you can see if somebody's coming, you know. But it's also just useful to try to use to make sure somebody isn't about to shoot you in the back. But if they got good aim and they can see you anyways, then it might not make that much of a difference. Oh, am I screwed? Can I not make any other kind of thing here? Oh shoot, I didn't even think about that. I don't have anything there. Oh no, I might just have to run back now. Well, did I get lucky? No weapons. I wasn't keeping an eye on how beat up my rock was getting. If I had found any kind of stone node and hit it a little bit, I could have gotten more from that, but that's alright. Let me, how do I get that? Boy. That's not nice. What, I gotta climb up to the roof, maybe? For now, I'm just going to try to make it back to base. Get myself some new little tools and some sort of weapon to break stuff with. Didn't get quite as much as I like, but I mean, I pretty much I made it in and out of there without dying, so that was kind of the win there. Made it all the way back from a random place I spawned with some nice items, and didn't really die. I don't think anybody's following me to my base right now, so that's a solid run. I keep doing that. I keep going to grab from my mic when I want to grab a drink. guy must have probably cleared out a dome because he got the big military drop thing. So I might be able to do a run at that in a little while. Alright, so to make a furnace, I need wood and stone, plus I have enough. But what I think I'm going to want to do is just make myself like a hatchet so I can go get some more wood. I'm going to use the wood I have to make enough, like a tool to go get a bunch more, pretty much. And then I'll be able to build a furnace after I gather a bit more wood. Because you also, to use the furnace, you're going to need wood anyway. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to go do. Trees. I guess so. That bear isn't still around. I think it was moving a different direction anyways, but hopefully that bear doesn't come around and jump scare me again. So yeah, I'll be, for the stream, I'll be playing probably some more Rust too. For now, this was just a good, convenient one to start with because I know it's going to work out and everything. I've tried playing it before, and I know it plays fine. But I've got some other ideas in mind I might do pretty soon. I saw this game called 60 Seconds. I think the console version is 60 Seconds reatomized. I guess the gist of that game is you have like 60 seconds from when you get a warning that like a nuclear bomb is about to go off. So you have that much time to quickly gather like your family and some supplies and head into like an underground shelter. And then the rest of the game is like kind of text-based, and you're trying to manage the resources you have to survive. It seems like it's a fun kind of game. I used to love an old mobile game that was sort of like that. It was called Z-Day, I think, Z-Day Survival, or something kind of like that, where it was like a text-based game like that, where you're trying to choose your way through a difficult situation, but it was like a zombie outbreak kind of thing. You know, like day one, the zombies come. What do? You know, it was one of those kind of deals. So it seems like it's similar to that, but more like a fallout, a nuclear fallout kind of situation. But yeah, I'll probably be playing that one as one of the next games I have. And I think actually, I don't know, I'll see if that game works out. I know there's that Plague Inc. adapted for console I have, but I haven't really played much. But I love the mobile app version. It's awesome. So I might play a couple of those next just to try different types of games. And then some of the other games I've already played, like Dead by Daylight and stuff, I'll probably check out. And maybe another like better pure survival game, like I mentioned, Subnautica or something like that. I don't know if I've ever played like The Forest, but I heard those games are pretty solid, so I could check out one of those. Something like that. Then maybe like a good story game to play through too. So I'll be doing some of that stuff as I go forward with the stream. Yesterday was supposed to be kind of like the first stream, just testing things out and trying to get everything established. But since the audio was so weird, I didn't really get to test too much with it. So today is kind of just the part 2 of the guinea pig day, where I'm just trying to make sure things are working out, and then I'm going to play back parts of it to see how does it sound, how does it look, what can I do to kind of change it and improve it. But as I go, I'll be able to to make it better and do more and play different types of content. But Rust, as much as it is a weird, toxic multiplayer game at times, it's still just simple enough when you play at times like this where it's kind of dead that you can do a bit more of like a relaxing kind of experience. So it seemed convenient enough for me to do this while I'm figuring out the stream and stuff. Oh, I'm going around my rock again. Here we go. I was just kind of double checking the stream, just make sure it is still sounding and looking good. So, on like in an actual web browser, that was the weird thing. Like I could see and hear everything on my end, but then when it came to a stream in the browser, I couldn't. So that's part of what I kind of have checked a couple times just to make sure. Like, all right, says it's good, but is it? Yeah, it is. Sweet. Trying to do fast math with this, but think that's it. Yes, math. All right. Cool. Okay, actually, so yeah, let's be smart. Let's figure out what's gonna be the good one to do. Let's do the inner door metal for now, so it's just safer to work with. Alright, let's go that way. I don't need to make another key lock because I can use the one that I already have. So like, let's take this one. Unlock. Remove. Pick it up. Oh, I'm still waiting for the cue of wooden arrows. Okay. I'm like, well, when's the door gonna be made? I thought it was almost done. No, that's why. Yeah, I'm still making weapons first. Alright. This thing is just about done. Here we go. I see nothing. Alright, hold up. I got like sense of direction confused there. Alright. Alright, nice. Yeah, see, it's good to have doors facing outward because this one will kind of block that one. So like sometimes if you want, if you're not sure if people are around, you could open the outer door and have this one still open, so it's like cover, and it'll block people from rushing straight in. That's sometimes a good way to do it. But either way, as long as you got a door here, and it's people can't really get by it. So even if you get killed the second you open your door, people can't rush into your main base yet. So that's a good way to do it. Oh, right. Now my hope is that I didn't place this too close where it won't let me put a door there now, but I don't know, it might actually, I might have to move the furnace and stuff. I hope not, that's kind of annoying, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. Try to keep everything as tight as you can for convenience and everything, but other times it means you got things that end up on top of each other. Nope, that's gonna work. Nice. Alright. I will take it. Kill. Alright, so I think what I want to do is maybe build another box or two for now. And probably gonna end. This was only gonna be kind of a shorter stream today. Next week I'm gonna kind of schedule some, and they'll be longer, like 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on how it's gonna go. But yeah, so next week I'll have some streams scheduled on the channel and everything, and those will be longer ones. I'll probably try to figure out what games I'm gonna play which day and include that with like, hey, this day I'll play that 60 seconds one or something like that. But yeah, that's kind of how next week's gonna go. I wanted to do more like this week and maybe this weekend, but I actually have work from my actual like an actual job, so I can't really fit this in. It's gonna be some busy stuff this weekend, so won't really be able to do anything else with this. But pretty soon I'll be able to get in a good rhythm of doing a bunch of this, so it'll be a lot of weekdays. I'll be able to do these. Maybe weekends, I'll have to see. Weekdays are going to be easier, but they'll, figure out ways to make it work however I can. It's tough, man. Can't see what's going on. Alright. Be a good spot to end at, and hopefully as long as people don't raid the base before I get back, when I come back that'll all pretty much be finished. Actually, it might not be. It takes a lot to smelt that down. Let me top it off before I and maybe I'll play a little bit more Rust next week. See if I can build this up a little bit better and do some more fun. Go run some monuments or find somebody to try to raid. Raiding as solo is tough, but still it can be fun. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next week. Some Rust. Probably gonna get into that game 60 seconds. I do want to try it out. I saw somebody playing a tiny bit of it, and it looks really cool. So that'll all be next week. But for now, that does it for me today.